Hey there, sports fans. Mike Crook coming at you with another episode of Laces Out. In this episode, we're going to be diving into how the regular season of our fantasy league finished up, as well as a surprising twist after the first round of the playoffs, and maybe touch on our opinion on how things could pan out for the Denver Broncos heading into the playoffs. So stay tuned. All right, what an exciting end it was for our fantasy football league this season. I actually finished with the best record I've ever had in my entire adult life. Crazy. Finishing the season at 12-2 and on a nice little win streak. I think I was on a 3 or 4 game tear? But regardless, finished on the top of the standings, followed by Talon, who was at 10-4, and then Jordan and my wife Stacy both at 7-7, rounding out the top 4. Caitlin finished at 6-8 along with Kelsey. Carrie finished at 5-9, and Trey rounded things up at 3-11. Definitely an odd season. Trey was, I think, projected to take it all or something of that nature. But yeah, things. Some players just didn't pan out this year. Injuries plagued some, and some just didn't perform at all. But either way, it ended up being me and Stacy in the first round, 1 versus 4, and then Talon and Jordan as a 2 versus 3 spot. And literally, it came down to a 1/10 of a point between number 3 and number 4. So if Stacy had just scored a little bit more or Jordan a little bit less in that final week of the regulation, it would have been me and Jordan going head-to-head, and Talon and Stacy, which would have ended up putting me and Stacy in the finals because she and I had the highest scoring first round of the playoffs. And that first week of the playoffs was brutal for me. I left Kyle Pitts and Travion Henderson on my bench, a combined 75 points between the two. And Stacy took a commanding 184 to 141 point lead going into the second part of that first round. I thought there's no way in hell I've got a shot at this. But I did. Because the second part of that, I actually outscored her 160 to 138, but it still was not enough. It may have turned out a little bit different if I put in RJ Harvey for Travion Henderson, who went down with injury and only got me 2.2 points. So I would have gotten an additional nearly 20 points out of RJ Harvey, which honestly would have been just made this such a close game. I would have lost by minuscule points at that point, but it is what it is. Congratulations to Stacy, heading to the championship. And as Trey pointed out to me, I'm now going to attempt to three-peat my third place finish from the last 2 years. So let's see if I can at least top it off in the consolation winners bracket this upcoming round and take home that third place trophy. But here's the slight twist. We're still not quite sure how the stat correction happened, like why it happened the way it happened. But literally, Monday night, Stacy, Trey, and myself, and I believe even Talon, were all looking at the scoreboard, and Jordan had beaten Talon to head into the finals against Stacy. It was literally going to be the two 7-7 teams going head-to-head for the first place title. And Talon and I were relegated to the third place consolation bracket. But waking up Tuesday morning, stat correction. Somehow, they adjusted Evan McPherson in some weird way, taking off a couple points out of him. Don't know how, don't know why. If anyone knows why or how this all worked out, please throw something in the comments to explain it because we're at a loss. Because literally now, Talon is a winner by 1.12. Literally just minuscule margin. So how it happened, we don't know, but regardless of what ESPN says, I don't think we're going to award Talon the championship if he actually does beat Stacy. But I don't think he will. I mean, she has put up some impressive numbers these last few weeks, so who knows? She could walk away with this one and regain her title, which she's won it, not last year. She took second place last year, but I believe the year before and possibly even the year before that. So she's won this thing a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if she wins it again. So good luck, Stacy. Take down Talon. We're all rooting for you. And I'm coming for you, Jordan. I got to get my third place three-peat. It's got to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sure you probably don't even care at this point, but I want my third place, man. Give it to me. Anyway, so that's pretty much the bulk of the episode this week, is honestly just going over our fantasy league. Right now we have started up, college bowl pick'ems, college football playoff bracket. So those are all in full swing. I've already screwed up one of my playoff brackets because I had A&M picked to win the whole thing. So screw you, Miami. Thanks for screwing that bracket up for me. But I do have Georgia winning it in the other one. So we'll see how that all pans out. But we'll talk about that in the next episode, maybe in our New Year's Eve edition. So who knows? We'll see how next week pans out. Not even sure we'll put one together. So if we don't put that one together, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah that's now over. So whatever holiday season you celebrate, we hope you are having a lot of fun with family, friends, and lots of well wishes, and be safe. And if we don't see you next week, Happy New Year, everyone. Enjoy 2026. And we'll see you again in the next episode of Laces Out. So take care. Wait. Quick side note before you go. If you like the content, like the video, as we say every week, we forgot to say it this week, share it out with family, friends, whoever. It greatly helps out all the social media algorithms. We love to appease the social media gods. And yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. That way you stay up to date on all of our latest videos. We do try to get one out each week. Not always during the holiday season, as you've seen. But yeah, so we hope to get one out into the new year. And also be on the lookout for a new channel. We're thinking about starting one called Fast Break, for mainly for college ball, maybe a little bit for pro ball, but basketball in general. So we're thinking about starting up, not a new channel, so to speak. It'll still be on Free Sports Press, but a new vlog style, since the football season is wrapping up. And also, we didn't touch on the Broncos. If you saw the instant reaction, you know my feelings on their loss to the Jaguars on Sunday. I'm not shaken by it. I think we got the Chiefs. I think we got the Chargers. We're going to go into this postseason with only 3 losses, and hopefully that first round bye claiming the AFC's #1 seed. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. But if you want to check out all those, the instant reactions are posted to TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So check those out as well. So again, thank you to all of our supporters, and we'll see you guys again in the new year.